Welcome to the Insomnia Project. Sit back, relax, lay back, and enjoy. And hopefully, this podcast will help you find your way to sleep. I'll say this again, I haven't said this in a while, but we're the only podcast that we hope you never get to the end of. I'm your host, Marco Timpano.
I'm Amanda Barker. We are the only, I'm just going to say that out loud to myself. We are the only podcast that we hope you never get to the, we are the only podcast that hopes you never get to the end of it. Just trying to make it make sense in my head.
Okay, well, I've never had that problem for our listeners, Amanda.
Okay.
Amanda trying to be a teacher right now and correct my grammar.
We hope we don't.
It's
the we I was getting tripped up on, I think.
I hope this is the only podcast you never get to the end of. Amanda, on the other hand, who knows?
Ending sentences and prepositions
Is the best way to end a sentence.
Yep.
I want to say this, Amanda. One of our listeners corrected us.
Great.
And I believe it was you, to be honest with you.
I'm sure it was.
Kari Do on Instagram says, "Hey guys, on the last show you spoke about milk and the fact that Canada is the only country in the world that sells milk in bags."
I said I wasn't sure, but I asked. I was wondering. So please tell me.
Well, they wanted you to know or to tell us that Argentina also sells milk in bags.
Okay.
Kari Do moved to Canada 23 years ago, but grew up in Argentina drinking milk in bags that went in the fridge in pitchers, exactly like here. So, another reason to love Argentina.
I didn't see that one coming. I think I need to do a deeper dive and say, hey, I don't want to say, hey, Google or hey, Siri, because it's going to activate people's phones.
That's right. Don't do that.
Oh, no.
It happened once.
Oh, no. I have a friend named Alexa, and it's a real problem.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because our work is like a big, spacious place, and we have to keep yelling her name, and we'll say, hey, her name, and then things activate. It's a problem.
I guess. I know. They should choose a name that's not a person's name.
But that's not possible. Everything's a name.
Well, I don't think anyone has a child named Google.
That you know of.
Fair enough. Watch, there's a child in Argentina whose name is Google.
I mean, probably. Or it sounds like Google. Maybe it's in a different language.
Yeah, fair enough. You're right.
What?
Well,
I'm going to just do a dive on the bag milk.
Okay, well, I want to thank Kari Do for letting us know, because, sometimes we say things with great authority when
do we?
If you're listening to this podcast for facts and figures, it's probably not the podcast.
Oh my gosh, there's a long list of bag milk countries.
Oh, name some.
So here we go. United Kingdom apparently does this.
Thank you.
They're a pretty big one. Israel does this, apparently. Mexico. India, which has the largest population in the world, does this. Uruguay, Argentina, as mentioned. Ecuador, Colombia, Russia. I mean, these are, you might argue, the majority of the world. The majority of the milk drinking world.
Fair.
Yeah, because not every country is like, as in love with cow milk as Canada. But we love it.
And for the record, Amanda comes from a country that doesn't bag milk, and so she assumed other countries didn't bag milk.
I would like a replay on that. I think I said, but I don't really know. I might have said, without a doubt, Canada's the only one. I don't really know. It would help if I re-listened to anything I ever said. I do not.
That said, our freezer is full of frozen milk right now.
Yes.
It's like a Tetris. You open the freezer. It's like a Tetris game to figure out where to put the ice cream, which I needed yesterday.
Speaking of dairy.
Speaking of dairy, indeed. I like ice cream.
Where it's ice cream season.
'Tis the season.
Yeah.
Speaking of things that happened, we just got a new mattress. This is not an ad.
Of things that happened. What a segue.
Listen.
Speaking of things that we talk about.
No, here's the thing.
It's true. This is a true story, folks.
Folks, this is
versus all the lies we spread about bagged milk.
This is not an advertisement for any mattress company.
Yeah, we won't mention which one, maybe.
Thank you. And although you may hear ads off the top of the show, thank you for bearing with them, because they help, make the show possible. And
unless you don't want to hear them, in which case
you can actually that's a great segue. You can actually go to Acast and sign up. I think it's $3 a month, and you can avoid listening to the commercials
And honestly, it's not a sales pitch. For the low price of $3 a month, you'll maybe have better sleep listening to this podcast, and depending on how you listen to. Some people like ads, so.
And I think that's $3 Canadian a month. So
what a steal!
What a steal indeed! But
that's like 1/3 of the bag milk bags.
True here, anyways.
Yeah.
So Amanda and I, the mattress. It was, how old was it? It was getting up there in
There's
years.
There's some debate. I could look, but I honestly think I think it was 9 years old.
9 years old.
I'm going to go with 9.
And it was a little bit too firm for both of us.
It was.
We thought it was too firm.
We thought it was. We always did, but we were always like, no, that's good for us.
Well, because I had heard that a firm mattress is really good for your back.
Well, it depends on how you define firm. Also, we had a firm mattress.
We did.
And we liked that firm mattress. So then we got what was supposed to be a better mattress with all the mattress bells and whistles.
Mm-hmm.
And it was firm. It never really worked for us.
No, it didn't work for us.
Is the truth.
And the biggest lament I have, and I know there's going to be listeners who agree with us and those who are like, no, it's just fine, was that mattress that we purchased just under a decade ago was a taller mattress.
It was so tall.
It was, I think, 14 inches.
I think you measured 13.
Oh, 13 and a little bit, or 13 inches, let's say.
11? No, 13.
No, 11 is
what we wanted.
I believe 11, and you can look this up while I'm saying it, is the sort of classic height of a mattress.
Do you want me to look it up?
Yeah, if you don't mind. And this mattress was being boastful when we bought it and said, this is a taller mattress, therefore you get more, I don't know what.
Mattressy bang for your buck.
Exactly. Get more mattressy bang for your buck, and you're going to sleep better and whatnot. Well, it didn't work for us because, A, it was too firm. But that mattress being so tall, our sheets would never stay on it. No.
But I'm looking at centimeters, and it's like 203 centimeters.
Okay.
So I don't know.
That's fine. You could always convert it, but...
Well, what did we measure it in? Inches?
I had a tape measure that measured it in inches.
Oh,
I didn't have a ruler. So
hang on. In inches. Stand by.
All right. Standing by.
So the average mattress thickness is 10 to 12 inches. And the one we got was at least 13, if
I
not
think
more.
It was 14, actually.
Well, it was too much.
It was too tall, and our sheets would not stay on it. And then we got deep sheets, right, Amanda?
We got everything. This is a sleep podcast talking about sleep today, which we don't normally do.
No, we don't.
It's like an improv. The rule of improv is don't talk about improv.
Yeah, in fact, I intentionally don't talk about sleep products.
I'm sure, and like people hearing that will say the Fight Club, the Royal Fight Club,
right.
Whatever. But
we even got garters. We got little garters your mother gave us to clip on the bottom of our...
for when our mattress was feeling frisky.
For our mattress, to keep the mattress on.
Folks, we tried everything. We did deep pockets. We did clippy garter things. We did don't roll around so much sleep. We
did roll around more sleep.
We did everything.
We slept with our feet where you put your head and your head where you put your feet.
Anyway, that bottom sheet, what's that called? The one with the rubber band on it, the crinkly sheet on the bottom. Bottom sheet?
It's called the there's the top sheet and there's the bottom sheet. I think it has another name to it.
Oh, whatever. That guy or girl,
the one that's hard to fold,
would not stay on. And was there a time when it did more? Because it seems to be a more recent problem, but I think maybe it was always a problem and I just didn't pay attention.
Maybe I'm just rolling around a bit more. Maybe,
who knows?
Maybe I'm a bit heavier. So
I'm going to say this. Okay. That mattress never really fit right. We tried to convince ourselves otherwise.
It's true.
And when those things are in your life, there will come a time where you can't convince yourself anymore. And you go, it's got to go. And that time for us was last week.
Amanda was like, my back is sore.
I came home. As we mentioned, we were away. We were in Dubai. And I came home and said, and after, like at 3 a.m, why is this bed so uncomfortable? And the hotel beds were way more comfortable. It should be the opposite. If anything, you should want to come home to your perfect bed that's made for you, that only you sleep in, not a million other people. Right. And I just couldn't make it work. And I was frustrated and I was awake. So we were like, you know what?
Time to buy a new mattress.
every summer seems to have with it some sort of big purchase. This one is our mattress because we went and got the mattress, but that's not all.
Okay, so hang on. I'll say this too. The hotel in Dubai bed was nice, but it wasn't the best hotel bed we've stayed in.
No.
In fact, that hotel was a frustrating hotel because it was really funky. I think we mentioned it.
Yeah, I don't want to make people frustrated by talking about frustrating hotel rooms, but it was form over function.
Form over function. But we still found that bed more comfortable than ours.
The mattress we're sleeping on no longer served us. The way we acquired the mattress
no longer served us. That's another story and for another sleep. And we didn't want it. We didn't want it in our lives anymore. Yeah. So the mattress, we knew we had to go and purchase a mattress. So we asked friends of ours who are mattress aficionados, could you say?
We can say it now.
Well, we slept in their home.
King and Queen Mattress, Ontario.
And their bed was so comfortable. I'm going to say their names because it's a compliment. Matt and Melissa have a guest bed with the most comfortable bed in the world.
You ever be passing through, I won't say where they live, but if you're ever passing through and you know Matt and Mel, say, hey, it's a long drive home. Might I stay the night, weary? I'm a weary traveler.
Yeah, and trust me, you will sleep at Matt and Mel's very soundly.
You will, and they'll feed you.
And they give you I think there's a little cat stuffy on the bed for you to snuggle with.
There might be, yeah.
Yeah, so anyways, thank you, Matt and Mel. So we texted them, and they told us which ones they liked, which ones they didn't.
And there's a lot in the world of mattresses, and we don't have to talk about what we ended up with or what, but there's a whole world out there. It used to be you'd just buy one. Not anymore, folks.
You lay on 3 beds and they all look the same. Not anymore.
Not anymore.
So the one thing we were going to do for sure was it had to be an 11-inch mattress.
We wanted a more standard size, not one where they say, no problem, you just get deep pocket sheets. Because for us,
it wasn't working.
It never worked. So
we did lay on an 18-inch mattress. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, well, you need a parachute to cover this thing because nothing's going to make it work for this one for us. Yeah. So we found one that is 11 inches.
Which we wanted. And it feels good on my back.
I said, Amanda, you lay on it. And she laid on it. And then she said, well, now you've got to lay on it because I don't just lay on it by myself. And then Amanda snuggled me in the mattress store so she would know what it felt like.
I have no shame.
I was a little bit embarrassed because there's a lot of shoppers on that day.
I was not born with an embarrassment bone in my body, so I don't really care.
That said, my embarrassment quickly went away because of the comfort of the mattress.
And the snores began.
So we're like, okay, we'll get this mattress. And then I don't know how it happened. How did it happen?
I don't know. I don't know how it happened, actually.
Amanda went on a bed that had a remote, which I call a converter, that would allow the mattress to raise.
It was an adjustable bed, folks. You know the one.
You know the one. You press the button and your head goes up.
So what I never really realized was that an adjustable bed is simply the frame. I thought it was the whole system you buy, which I think you can, but you can put any mattress on an adjustable bed frame.
Oh, you thought the mattress went up and down?
I don't know what I thought.
Fair enough.
I always thought, you know what I thought? I can't afford that, so that doesn't involve me.
That's fair. That's very
what
fair.
I thought. Also, do I want to be in a couple where we have these crazy singular beds that are going up and down depending what mood we're in,
Right. I don't think I would enjoy that.
But our mattress is a queen mattress. It's not 2 single mattresses because that's a whole thing where it's like, I'm hot, he's cold. It's good for everyone. Or I like firm and he likes whatever.
You like what? Firm?
Firm.
Oh, firm.
Because that's a whole thing where you're like, I want a firm mattress. He likes a soft mattress. We have a number and all that.
Yeah. We've slept in one of those number beds in a hotel and it was terrible.
Okay. Well, that's great because that's one company. I'm sure they love to hear that.
Okay.
I actually don't think it's one company more. I think there's a few companies that do that. That particular one was terrible, but we are not bashing any product.
We're not bashing any products whatsoever.
No, that hotel had other problems, so who knows?
True.
They probably built it with a pallet.
Fair enough.
So anyway, for us, what I didn't know was that you can just put any mattress on one of those things. So you can kind of pick out whatever mattress you want. It doesn't have to be the same maker or anything. And you can get one of those adjustable frames. So we asked the woman, how much is the frame? She told us. We got kind of sold on the idea. I really liked that it went up because here's the deal. I'm just going to say it.
Okay.
We watch TV in bed.
Oh, my goodness.
People tell you not to do it.
It's true.
People tell you it'll end your marriage.
It's true.
People tell you it'll this and that and it's bad for you. But guess what? That's what we do. It's who we are. And I'm embracing it. And I find it quite relaxing to watch TV in bed. And I don't see myself not doing that. So that's who I am. So that being said.
And if you do that, we're with you. And if you don't do that,
good on you.
Good on you.
It's like being on social media. It works for some people. It doesn't for others. You do what's right for you.
You do what's right for you. And if it's right for you, great. We support it.
So that said, we do it. So one of my things with watching TV in bed is putting a million pillows around me to sort of prop myself up to sit up. I sometimes do work in bed. I try not to do too much work in bed, but sometimes it's a lovely feeling to have a coffee and do chill sort of work, and kind of like when you want your work to have a chill vibe.
Sure.
So all that to be said, I was like, this would be great. We could just hit the remote and go up and watch TV and then go down. But we didn't want one where it's like, I'm up, you're down, because we don't want a divide between the two of us, because that would drive us cuckoo bananas.
You would also need a king bed for that, Amanda.
By the way, people say cuckoo bananas these days, and I don't know where that came from.
I don't think that's appropriate to say.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I don't think that's really nice.
Oh, I hear people say it all, especially in film sets. They'll be like,
I don't like that.
That's cuckoo bananas.
I think you should stop saying it. I don't like it. It feels very wrong.
Okay. Anyway.
So, Amanda gets on this bed, and she zips herself up and zips herself down, and she's like, I actually kind of like this. She goes, that might actually help me when we're watching TV. I don't need a lot of pillows. I'm like, you're not wrong.
Mm-hmm.
And we weren't married to our bed frame, the one that we had. It was serviceable. It was nice. We got it at Costco. Everybody was kind of happy.
Yeah,
I liked that it had drawers.
It had drawers underneath. It was fabric. It was gray. So
Yeah.
it kind of, I wanted chill vibes in the bedroom. I never wanted to go like lots of stuff on the walls or anything. It's really just white, a thing or two on hooks. That's it.
Calm.
Yeah, chill.
So Amanda goes on it, and she's like, I'm really digging this. I'm like, well, let's get it. If you think it's going to work, let's get it. And there was two versions. One that was $100 more. Mm-hmm. And I kept asking the person who was serving us, what's the difference between that and the one that's $100 more? And she's like, there's no difference. And I'm like, well, there's got to be a difference. And she said, well, the one that's more, you can raise and lower the legs. So the legs are on kind of like spindle screws. So you can unscrew one part of a leg and your bed could be lower. You can unscrew another one. You can make it low or let's say standard size. And I said, you know what? We might need that.
And I said, for another $100, it might be worth it to get it. Okay, great. You'll get that one. No problem. So then I said, you know what, Marco? We should probably try. I've tried the other frame. Let's try this $100 more frame just to make sure we like what it does, that it goes up, that it works properly, that it's not like, oh, yeah, that one only goes up halfway or something. So I get on it.
Because buyer beware, you need to try.
Oh, you should try
Do
your
your
stuff.
due diligence.
I was also hungry at this point and was like, I don't care anymore. I want dinner. And now I'm in for a penny, in for a pound. Suddenly I'm not just getting a new mattress. I'm getting a new bed frame.
Which we weren't expecting.
And then it was like, well, then we have to get rid of our old headboard. It won't work with that. So now we need a new headboard.
It was a thing.
Would our old headboard have worked with that, though?
Possibly.
So why do we get rid of the headboard?
I don't know. Because if you remove the old headboard, you can't have the frame to have the drawers that come in and out.
Oh, so yeah. So it wouldn't have worked.
We could have just kept the headboard.
Oh, but then if you ever wanted to give the bed away, it only works with the headboard.
Yeah.
And we're giving it to your mom. So it's going to work out. It's going to be great. Anyway, so
Amanda hops on.
I hop on. And then I'm like, what's this? Folks, it does a massage. Now, it doesn't do the massage that I would like, which is like I'm getting a pedicure and there's like two fists that are kneading my back. Two electronic fists.
I don't think you could do that in a bed.
I think you could. You can do it in a car seat.
Yeah, but that's part of the car seat. That would have to be part of the bed.
Yeah. Why wouldn't it be? What's the problem with that?
Because this is the frame that the bed sits on.
Okay. Well, anyways, it doesn't do that, just so we're clear.
So Amanda's giggling at first saying, oh, it's a vibrating bed.
It's a vibrating. bed.
Like at the hotels.
So when I lived in Korea, and they exist everywhere, but this is where I know them from. When I lived in Korea, which I've talked about a lot on this podcast, we had back in the day, and I think they're still there, we called them love motels.
Oh, my goodness.
What?
No, go on.
What's that?
No, keep going.
Eye roll.
Isn't those the motels you rent for an hour?
Sorry, Dad. Yes,
okay.
But it also is where it's not...
It's not a red light district
No,
thing?
they're as common there as they are Holiday Inns here.
Okay.
Truly. Like, they're everywhere. Like, you either stay in a high-end hotel or you stay in a love motel. It's not like there are other motels.
I see. Okay.
They're all love motels, kind of. Anyway, and they are usually in pink or red, and it'll be like, whatever, this district's love motel.
Okay.
Yes, of course, people rendezvous in them, and that's part of it, but that's not the only part of it. Anyway, they're really prevalent. So love motels would always have vibrating beds. And it's like, you put in 50 cents and then the bed will vibrate. Well, this bed vibrates. So I was like, you're going to be kidding me. Like, I was kind of laughing about it.
Laughing and rolling her eyes.
Now I'm like, I only want a bed that I can ride. That's all I want. I just want a bed I can ride. Who knew that's what I needed to be happy? I
leave Amanda to lay on the bed while
I want the bed to take me up. I want it to take me down. I want it to jiggle me.
While I go and talk and wheel and deal with the person helping us. When I get back, Amanda is so blissed. I said, what's going on? She goes, I kind of love the massage, the vibrating of this bed.
You know what, folks? It was like being on a train or something, and which I love. I can sleep very well on trains, planes. I love sleeping on transportation in general. And it kind of tired me out. It's like when you're on a vibrating thing and then you step off, you can kind of still feel the vibrations, and the calmness you feel stepping off or, stopping it is really relaxing. I don't know. I found the whole thing very relaxing.
If you heard that beep, Amanda, that was our washing machine saying that the wash is ready to go into the dryer.
Very relaxing sound.
So we got it and we put it in our room. And
so last night was the first night with new mattress, new bed. And what do you think, Marco? We haven't really had this discussion.
Yeah, it's true. I mean, the person helping us said it would take 21 days to get used to it. So I still think I'm getting used to it.
I'll tell you this. I did not want to get out of bed this morning. You got out of bed and you were sort of annoying me. And I was like, please just let me sleep.
How was I annoying you? I'm the perfect, wonderful person in the morning.
I don't know what you were doing, but I was like, it was just that feeling of whatever's happening, please stop it or leave me alone. Or you might have just been getting up and that was enough. But
there's also a light under the bed.
Yeah, so we didn't even know that until we got the frame. And then we're like, what's this?
What's this button?
And it's a light for when you go to the bathroom at night. It lights up under the bed.
So you can see where you're going.
It also turns that remote into a flashlight if you need that.
And there's a button that says ZG or ZG on it, depending where you are from. And we're like, what's ZG? And I press it. And all of a sudden your legs go all the way up and your head goes all the way back. And I found out because I was reading the instruction manual, it's zero gravity.
So there's like you can do presets, like you can figure out what your ideal whatever is and preset it. There's also USB ports you were telling me today. I just
discovered that. I'm like, oh, there's USB ports on the bed frame. So
it's insane.
So anyways.
So the hot tip we got from our dear friend Lois is just make sure if a hurricane is due to come or bad weather or a power outage of any kind, snowstorm, whatever, that you have it how you want it, because you'll be stuck like that because it is electric, right?
It turns out, I was looking at the manual today.
Yeah.
I can put 2 batteries in there and
really?
it will use those if it needs.
Well, it's a whole new sleep, folks.
Yep.
A whole new sleep. I have to say, I love the mattress. Like, the bed frame part is fun,
sure.
And I'm enjoying the fun of it, and I'm getting used to it. There is this sort of sense, though, when we're up that, like, we don't have as much mattress to play with. Like, suddenly our feet are dangling off of it a little bit. So we got to figure that out.
We still have to figure out all the...
And the mattress is not the kind that cools or hots. Apparently that's... Well, hots. I don't know.
Oh,
There's a mattress that you can make cooler or hotter.
There is?
Yeah.
I don't think I'd want that.
Well, we don't have it, so good.
If we want it hotter, we can use an electric blanket.
More electricity. How many electric things?
I don't know. You're right. You're right.
No, but you're right. And also, that's not normally our problem. If anything, being hot is our problem. But I don't know that I like a cooling. Well, I don't know. Don't knock it till you try it, I guess. But anyway, we don't have that, so we don't have to worry about it.
Anyways, folks, I think we're just excited about our mattress. It was 9 years of sleeping on something uncomfortable. So if you're looking for a mattress, just make sure you get one that suits your needs.
Mm-hmm.
And no matter what you sleep on, we, of course, hope you have lovely sleeps. Thank you for listening. Thank you for sending in the information about the bagged milk. If you hear anything that we say that needs correction, please let us know. Of course, we'll correct it as best we can. Right, Amanda?
Absolutely. I just learned something that half the world is drinking their milks out of bags.
I think it's a smart way to drink your milk, out of a bag.
Why do you think it's smart? Because you can freeze them?
Well, because you're not... Okay, here's my theory, and I could be wrong. If you get a jug of milk, once you open that jug of milk, the milk is exposed to air.
No, it's true.
So unless you consume that milk relatively quickly, it can spoil. However, if you purchase 3 bags of milk, which I would think represents 4 liters, I could be wrong, or a liter each. I don't remember exactly what that is. Let's say 3 bags of milk at a liter each, then you don't have to consume it as quickly.
Yeah.
It will stay longer.
And you can freeze it.
And you could freeze it, of course.
The only thing is dealing with the plastic. Like, you can recycle it, but does your municipality actually recycle those bags? Like, it's a whole thing. And you're putting food in plastic, right? So that's the only thing. It's like, on some levels, I'd rather have a carton of milk, or, an agave plastic or something.
Or glass.
Or glass, yeah.
Remember they used to...
Yeah, there was a place that, like, there's a company that you can do the glass and you get a deposit. And we did that for a time, actually, with chocolate milk.
Yeah.
But I don't go to that grocery store that much anymore.
Yeah, it's where I get my molten salt. And on that note, we're going to let you enjoy the rest of your evening, your day, your afternoon. We hope you were able to listen and sleep.